Howdy, howdy, howdy. It's TGIF. Thank goodness it's Friday. Thank goodness it's Friday. And I echo. I echo, 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 echo. Well, I'm here today. Thank goodness. Or maybe not, depending on the situation. But I'm here. Don't have anything planned. A few things on the brain, but I'm going to just throw it out there today. Just throw it out. Let's stick where it may. Yeah. Why can't I ever get this right? Okay, let's see. There we go. There we go. There it is. Pin my message up there if you want to join me. Come on in and join me. Come on in and join me. Maybe we do Fireball. Fireball. Good evening, Italian princess, or morning. Oh, yeah, afternoon, whatever. I know it's still morning there. I'm confused with all these time zones. Up since Ruben went to work at 6. I took a little nap in between. Feel a little bit refreshed. Hi, Carol. Good to have you. As always, and ladies. Yeah, so what am I going to talk about today? Friday. Let's see. Red Cactus talked about music today. Oh, all kinds of subjects we can get into. All kinds of things. Watched Santa earlier. It's his birthday, so if you happen to talk to him, which doubtful, fireball for breakfast. Fireball. Yep. Add it to your coffee. Make for a good day. That's for sure. That's for sure. And I'm reeling in the years, stowing away the time, as they say. But I tell you what, I'm having a great day. Great day. I have to go to a baby shower tomorrow. My second in a family of 5 granddaughter is having another baby, making the babies. Got it. Begged me to go. I said, guys, don't go to baby showers, and they told me, yes, they do. I said, no, they don't. They say, yes, they do, especially if they're pawpaws. So guess I guess I gotta go. Guess I gotta go. And I haven't got it up yet. Should be getting it up. Have a rally Monday for transgenders in Lake Eola Park in downtown Orlando. Coming up Monday. At the end of the month, we have another one that's kind of mixed bag. You get ready for it. Lord willing, I have enough funds to get there. I wanted to show what it takes me to get to these. I live 30 miles from Orlando. It takes me 1 hour to 1 hour and a half to get to downtown Orlando from here. Go figure. There are back roads to get me from here to a place they call Champions Gate, about 10 miles away. But you get in there and you get stuck. Nowhere to go. Nowhere but Interstate 4. Can't get around it. There's one cow path I used to take between Champions Gate and what they call the 429, which is the toll road. I used to take it down the dirt road, but they fenced it off. Can't go that way anymore. Can't go that way. So go around, get stuck in the traffic again, or just sit in the traffic the whole way. It's a headache. It's a headache. And Aruba, as you can see, her drive going down a turnpike, a little bit better, but not much. She can get stuck in those jams where they get her stuck forever. But here, you might as well face it and look forward to it, because that's where you're going. There is one road that goes right alongside, but it's just as bad. It's 2 lane. You've probably seen on my videos me going down the 2 lane, going around. I'm going to Shirlene's and Slim's, places like that. It takes the same amount of time, but you're moving the whole time, usually. So I don't know which is better or worse. But so much for those complaints. I'm trying to get along day after day. You know something? Oh, okay. I just checked on my likes and I tried to click it. It wouldn't click. I thought, oh, I can't click my own like. So I clicked my own like. If you haven't, like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. I need 20 more. When I checked when I first come on, I need 20 more for 300. Hopefully I can make 300 this week. Another 600, I'll be 1,000. Oh, wishful thinking. Never happened. Uh-oh, I just lost 5 people. I said something wrong. Like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe. I tell you what. Maybe I should think of a topic and come on and talk about it. Maybe so. I don't know. If you want to join me, click on the link. Join me. Let's talk about everything. Let's talk about the weather. Beautiful weather here today in sunny Florida. Looking at the forecast for next week, all rain. All rain. All next week. Probably not all the time, but usually when the forecast is like that, it's quite a bit. Quite a bit, because we generally have rain every day somewhere in Florida. Every day. You can run into it somewhere because of our sea breeze, what have you. Just about expected. But yeah, that's the way it is here. Love it, love it, love it. Sometimes not. Here during the summertime, we set our ACs on right around 78 to 80 degrees. When you're out in a 90 plus temperature, come back in, it feels like ice. It's pretty good. In the evenings, we have our summer rains. In the evenings, it cools us back down. Makes it comfortable in the evenings. Even before we had AC, we had huge ceiling fans that suck air in really strong, real nice, strong wind in the house and kept us cool back then. But now we have our ACs. A lot of things we didn't have before. A lot of things. Think back. Cars are getting smaller, getting less heavy, running on batteries, crushing in parking garages because they weigh so much. Go figure. Go figure. Who would think? Who would think? All the modern luxuries we have now. Used to be, we just didn't have it. Now everybody takes it for granted. We didn't have our cell phones, our cars, our TV, internet, we'd be lost. When before, kids stayed outside and played all the time. They stayed outside until the street lights come on. If there were no street lights, whenever it started getting dark, you better be in. That was our rule of the day. We were out and gone all day long. Our schools had the parks open. They had people out there teaching kids stuff they could use, not just foolishness, but teaching. Whenever school wasn't in, the parks were open. Kids were playing with chaperones. Nowadays, full of gangs, full of people you don't want to associate with. We've lost a lot, people. We've lost a lot. Lost a lot. I don't have anything on the top of my StreamYard telling me who's here, who's not here. I mean, 8 people watching, 11 likes. That's good. What is going on here? Oh, I know what's going on here. I'm not on StreamYard. Oh, okay. I'm lost. Wake up. Good question, Carol. What are we going to do with all that? Plus, they use child labor in Africa to get the ingredients for the batteries. And it's really terrible. Slave labor that's used to get the minerals and the irons, the minerals, for the batteries. It costs so much more to produce electric cars than it does the fossil fuel cars. And the pollution is going to be greater in the long run than it ever will be with the fossil fuel cars. I mean, we're talking about nuclear waste we're trying to get rid of. Well, battery is almost as bad. Almost as bad. 80 for 2 days and going to be 45 for the weekend. Yep, that's the way our temperature is, up and down, up and down. Hopefully here in Florida it's kind of settled out until our actual summer gets here. Although sometimes it does feel like summer, not quite. When it's in the 80s, it's nice. It's nice right now because it's bearable. You can go outside, you can stay outside for a while and it don't bother you. But in a month, no, we'll be stuck indoors under AC, spoiled as ever, stuck in that AC, paying electric companies big dollars. And we pay it just to be satisfied. No hardships in our lives now. Government's looking after us. Government's taking care of us, making sure we pay the right prices, making sure we're doing the right things, watching our backs so we don't get stabbed in the back. Yeah, I'm not sure that I don't. They probably won't. Probably wouldn't give me a. Probably would not give me a copyright strike on Trump's. They just take me off. Uh, I'm not sure. There's a lot of things they don't like, and that's probably one of them. That is probably one of them, Casey. So you got to comply. Got to comply. Shouldn't comply, but I don't want to lose everything. So I'll just abstain from. Put it that way. Boy, I sure love to, though. Sure love to. Maybe I can play it in the background here. Play it in the background. Fake news never show it. That's for sure. Oh, all those dead people. How are we going to stop that? Allen Iverson. Come on, man. Trump won, and you know it. You know it. You, and dancing about it. Dancing about it. Y'all look it up. Fantastic. Fantastic. She was on Newsmax. Good song. Good song. For sure. I was thinking of something else. That's not even the one I was thinking about. I don't know why. I must have been thinking about the J6ers and Trump. But anyway, it's probably copyrighted big time. You come up with something like that, you don't want to leave it out there for just anybody to have and make money off of. A lot of time and effort goes into stuff like that. I'm sure it is copyrighted to the hilt. Everybody pray for, I don't know whether you saw Santa just before I come on. Santa come on again. He forgot Tony found the Lord during 1776 was given the daily Bible verses and stuff. It says, eat up with cancer. And not much hope. Not much hope at all. So everybody, please pray for Tony. Please pray for Tony. That's what I was talking about, Carol. Yeah, I had them mixed up. That's what happens when you get old. You get things mixed up and jumbled up, and had to sweep them out. Sweep those cobwebs out of the way to get to it. Remember which one you're thinking about. Danger of getting to an older state. Danger. So, anything new with anybody out there? Let me know. Write it down. Maybe I can talk about it. Maybe not. Put it up there. We'll see. That's for sure. And he does believe in Jesus. We know that. Yep. Everybody pray. Pray as hard as you can pray. Lift him up in your prayers and keep him in your prayers. Is it golden years? Yep, ours. You're right. You are right. Oh my. I would have never thunk. I would have never thunk in a million years that I would forget this much. Never. Ever. What's the old saying? I forgot more than most people know. Probably true. Probably true. Probably true. Chat's kind of going slow today. I'm keeping up with it. What do you know? Oh boy. Oh boy. Is this a no news event day or what? Nothing to talk about? I don't know how to cook, so we can't talk about cooking. Uh, Kelly's coming on with her craft show after I get off, so you can learn about the crafts. Sunrise is come and gone. We can talk about the sunrise. But we all get settled in our days. We get settled in our days and we go on day after day. Same old, same old. We got to get some excitement, which broadcasts do bring excitement to us. Amen to that, Spider. Amen to that. We think about what's affecting us. We have it so good. We all have it so good. Usually, there's a lot out there. Need a lot more help. A lot more prayer. A lot of everything. We are indeed lucky. We are indeed lucky. And if we love the Lord and live for the Lord, we're even luckier because we have something to look forward to. Where if you're a dark atheist, you have nothing to look forward to at all. Nothing. I'll tell you what, we have to remember we are the caretakers of this earth. The Lord left us here to care for it, take care of it till His return. And we are really lacking in the job. Really lacking in the job. You're the Christian singer? Yep. Sounds good. Sounds good. We had to step up and do our job as individuals to help ourselves make this place a better place. If everybody steps up and does their job, we can get her done. We can get her done for sure. That is for sure. That is for sure. We need a lot more Christian singers, Casey. A lot more. A lot more. With our God, Christianity, patriots, and everybody, we can change this world. We can change this world to the better. Exactly right. We can change this world to the better. Just pray, keep ourselves straight. That's the main thing. Keep ourselves straight in the glory of God, and our light will shine. Our light will shine, shine, shine everywhere, everywhere. We have to believe. We have to believe. We don't believe, we're lost. We're lost. If you don't believe, study it. Try to understand why you don't believe. Why don't you believe? How come? You believe other things. You've never seen wind. You believe in the wind. You never see a lot of things that you believe in. But because you can't see God or see things manifesting in front of you, you don't believe in God, just like everything else. It's there. The facts are there. You're just too doggone blind to see it. But you can open your eyes. You can look. And if you listen real good, you can hear it. God manifests Himself to us in many ways. Watch. Watch what you read. Watch what you hear. Watch things that come up that would never come up any other time. The Lord talks to you in mysterious ways, different ways. You just have to open your eyes and open your heart and open your ears to hear, see, and do it. What you have to do. That's what you have to do. And as Casey says, accept Him as your Savior. accept him as a savior. Wouldn't you rather do right than to do wrong all the time? I would rather do right than wrong anytime. And I'm sure all of us are the same way. Even people that don't believe. You would much rather do right than to do wrong. So, what does that tell you? Build in, there's something. Build in something that tells you. And to me, that has to be the Lord. That has to be the Lord. Pure and simple. Pure and simple. And there's two things in life right now that should concern every one of us. Bringing God back to our country. Bringing God back to our country because we have kicked him out. We've let him be kicked out. We put up with it. So we're just as responsible as everybody else. Unless we speak out on it and act out on it. And our government doing what it's doing. Trying the best they can to go the demonic way. Kicking God out of the country, out of parties, out of school, out of everything. Separate church and state, which there's no such thing. And we put up with it. We let it go on and on and on without speaking up. Well, let's speak up. Let's create fireball. Get her going. Get united. Can't say it enough. United. I guess the team leaders in Mississippi, they had F-22s fly over them and tip their wings when they flew by them. I wish I could have seen it, but poor Ann missed it. She didn't know whether her video was on or not. And let me tell you, it's tough out there when you're trying to catch something and you can't catch it. As you know, I've had my fumbles. I had my fumble when they left Florida, and I believe one part of my phone is broke. And when I touch it, I'm surprised the whole thing didn't go off. Not just the sound. But boy, that eats at you. That eats at you big time. You think, oh man, I should have had that. I should have had it. Because our goodbye had some leaky eyes and a lot of good stuff said. Oh man, and that's the devil. That's the devil not wanting it to get out, not wanting it to be heard. Pure and simple. Devil's fighting us, all of us, and everything we do, everything. And we have to stay strong. We have to stay strong. But I appreciate each and every one of you out there live streaming or getting the videos. It lets us know what's going on, how the devil's working, and how we're working to combat the devil. And I'm going to fight hard, much as I can, as much as my finances will take me. And with me, I get paid once a month. So I had to budget out everything for the month. And usually when I get this time of the month, I get my last bill paid, I'm broke. I can't get that last week to jive with what's coming in. I can plan for it, but the minute I do, those grandbabies say, Papa, I need this, I need that. I can't resist. Or I need something for my broadcast. Something happens to some of my equipment. My cords quit working. You name it. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen. If you was on Aruba this morning, she said she's going to rob banks. I said, me too. Me too. That's a sad state of affair when you get online and say, I got to rob a bank. Oh, we know that nobody's going to do that. Hopefully, nobody takes it seriously. Ah, that's life. It's life in general. Life in general for all of us. Every one of us. Probably the same thing. Same thing. Oh my. Oh my. Yep. Twist on words. Twist on words. We know what everybody has. We know what. We know what you mean, Carol. Yep. It is a war on Christianity. Period. We have to fight that war. We have to fight against the forces trying to kill our Christianity because we know it is the oldest, most solid, most loving, most caring faith, religion ever in the world. In the world. The others have their hatred. Others have their rights and their wrongs. But what's more consistent? Christianity. What has more historical value? Christianity. Just research it, study it. It's all out there. What has the most things that have come true? Check, check. Go down the list. Check it. Don't believe me. Don't believe Spider. Don't believe Carol. Believe what the Lord says, what the Bible says. Study it for yourself. Learn for yourself. Study your history. I know they're trying to do away with it, but it's irrefutable. Irrefutable. If you really sit down and pay attention, listen, learn, study it, you'll know. You'll know in your heart too. It puts a song in your heart. And let me tell you, that's an awesome feeling going along. All of a sudden, good Christian song comes up in your head. Good feeling. Especially with all the stuff that you hear nowadays. You can't understand what anybody's saying. The beat's all the same. If it has a different beat, it becomes number one in the heartbeat because everybody's bored to death by the last one. That one singer, oh man, the one rap singer sounded like he's sleeping when he talks, and then he can't get his breath, then he talks, and I go to sleep. My granddaughter loves it when I start imitating him when he's singing. Oh, I hate that. I hate that with a passion. Hate that with a passion. Not saying that all of it's bad, but 99% of it is. You can line your garbage pail up with that 99% too. Maybe 1% of it's good, has meaning, and has some benefit to our youth, but very, very little. Very, very little. I used to say that about our music, about rock and roll, but it wasn't as bad as this. It wasn't as bad as this. Not at all. The plane. One of these days I'm gonna walk down the street. I went down there just to see if I could get a signal to do a broadcast on the lake. I'm gonna do that one day. Looked like I could get a pretty good signal there. But I'd hate to get down there and get set up and not be able to get it out. But I think the lake shoots straight across to a cell tower, so maybe I can do that one afternoon. As long as the gator don't come up. They got a new sign up there. Watch out for the gator. So there's a gator there somewhere. But they don't usually bother you. They're just as afraid of you as you are of them. come across a lot of gators, none real close, but because we keep our distances. We got that mutual understanding. Don't tread on me. I won't tread on him. You, I ain't gonna tread on it. We got four-wheeling St. John Water Management canals over by Lake Apopka one day. All kinds of gators on the banks, sitting there sunning, not moving a muscle, taking in that sun, all over the place. And they got these forestry towers by Lake Apopka, so you look out over the lake, look out over the woods and the water management area where they send their water out to be distributed all over. These fire towers, big wooden towers, bear claws all along the bottom part of it where they sharpen the claws on the fire tower. We got bear and gators. And you didn't think Florida was country. And Florida is country. Guaranteed. And the farther you go south, the countrier it gets. So we got cattle like crazy. And guess what? They still do it mainly the old cowboy style, on horseback, driving those cattle to and from the market, to and from milking, whatever. I mean, you drive from the East Coast to the West Coast, from Vero Beach to Sarasota, and one time in the middle called Arcadia. There's nothing but cattle country the whole way. And at one time, Jackie Gleason owned it all. I think I've said this before. Jackie Gleason owned every bit of it through there on that one road. And now it's probably Chinese or Bill Gates. I don't know. I haven't looked at it lately. Haven't looked at it. And of course, in Florida, we have the Everglades, which they almost killed by digging canals and stuff through central Florida and southern Florida. They almost killed it off, but thank goodness they were able to stop and bring it back before a lot of severe damage was caused. We had donkeys for sale. Yeah, we got all kinds of donkeys here. How many of you know this? Why do they have donkeys in a cattle field? Anybody know that? Put it up there. Let me know if you know. I'll wait a few minutes. Anybody know why donkeys, one or two, are put in with a lot of the cattle? You want to take a gander? Oh, my nose. I'm going to dip down here. Yeah. No takers? No takers. Why do they put donkeys in the with the cattle? Come on now. I know somebody knows it. Somebody knows it. Have to know it. Well, the donkey is an enemy of the coyote. They don't like coyotes, and coyotes don't like donkeys. They don't get along, and the donkey always wins. You know that double drop kick they got. The donkey will win every time. They protect the cattle just as much as the dog would, probably more. No. So if you're an elephant, you just sit on them. That would work too. But I don't think they're enemies of each other. I think it's just a thing that donkeys will watch for coyotes and will take care of them. Big time, short order. They don't play around. They will do in a coyote. Oh, little tidbit for today. I don't know that I got any more in there or not, but probably so. Maybe if I think hard enough, I'll come up with something else. But yep, that's why. But if I sit and think about it, I won't be able to talk here. I won't keep talking. What was it Meg said last night? It had no blank spots in the video. You got to keep talking. Got to keep making sound. Radio silence. No radio silence. No radio silence. And I'm not good at that. Sometimes it takes that a minute or two for me to catch up. Boy, I took that wrong. Whoa. Sorry about that. Yeah. Yeah. I'm red too. I guess I'm an elephant too. Oh, me. You know, went over my head. That's easy to do. That's easy to do. Yep. I agree. I concur. Two different parties. But we used to get along with each other. I mean, not 100%. I mean, there was always arguments and everything because different views. But we were never enemies. Never enemies until the past 20 years. Then all of a sudden, Democrats become my enemy, and we become their enemy, or vice versa. Hi, hot damn. Good to have you here. Good to see you. But there are differences. But we can agree to disagree. I don't understand this enemy bit. Well, enemy came when they kicked God out of the Democratic Party. Sorry to say, we become the enemy then. Because they don't want God, they don't want spirituality. Not at all. No ifs, ands, or buts. When you go with Satan, and you become the enemy. So I guess in all reality, go against God, you're our enemy. Because this is not Republican versus Democrat. It's good versus evil. Good versus evil. Satan against God. Satan against God. That's all we say. And we had to fight the good fight. We had to fight the good fight. Conquer evil. Conquer evil. With the Lord's help, full armor of God, we can do it. You're exactly right, Carol. I can't say it any better. I cannot say that any better. It's like a game. It's a game to them. And they want to be victorious, and they want to make money and power. Greed, greed, greed. And they think it's a game. They think it's a game. And they're going to take it no matter what. This is what we're fighting against. This is what we're fighting against. We can see it, but we need to do something about it. You get out there, get strong, get mighty, get our numbers, get our people, because they're out there. They are out there. Even more than what voted. Even more. Called the quiet, the silent, the silent. Sit back and keep our mouths shut. We can't be silent anymore. We can't be that silent majority. We have to be that boisterous majority. Let ourselves be heard. Get out there and fight the fight. And I'm not talking about wars with bullets and blood and knives. I'm talking about peaceful, strong voices. Don't go over Hawaiian and telling me to be quiet. I'm waking him up. I'm waking him up. But we can't be that silent majority anymore. We have to start a wave that nothing will stop. Are y'all in on? Y'all in with me? I hope so. I'm going for it. I'm doing it to the best of my ability, as much as I can do. I tell you, even our children, if you talk to them, they know it, especially if you have communications with them. A lot of us had to say we don't even have communications with our children or our grandchildren or our great grandchildren. If you don't, you better start. You better start. They are your seed. You cultivate it, show them the way to go, teach them, and teach them kindness, the words of the Lord, and everything. Where are they going to get it if it don't come from you? They're not getting it from our schools. They're not getting it from our churches. They're not getting it at all from our government. All the government sees our children for is money and tools. Putty in their hands to do what they want later when they get to the right age. And they've got them. I know that for sure, Carol. Stand up or shut up. You're right. That is totally right. Yeah, I'll give me some ideas about Monday. Give me some ideas. And if you can help me get there, help me get there. Because I am struggling. But Monday, it's for transgenders to walk around the park, which is a big park in downtown Orlando. If you watch Aruba, she goes by it every day at the last of her ride. Big park with a big lake with a big fountain. In fact, a picture of the fountain is usually put in all pictures about Orlando. It's about 5 to 10 blocks to the city hall. How do we present ourselves as live streamers at these rallies where you are for their freedom? You're for their freedom to do what they want in their own way and own places and not bother other people. But you just don't want them pushing it on the general population and our children. How would we as live streamers present ourselves if we were to make a post or what have you? How would we do it? Anybody have any thoughts, ideas? 'Cause I'm in a quandary here. I believe everybody has the freedom to do what they want. I just don't like the idea of them trying to teach my children to do it and forcing it on everybody as a way of life. Thank you, Casey. Everybody hit that like button. Everybody share. Share, share, share. Like I said, I had needed 20 to get to 300. Slowly climbing that ladder before I start the broadcast. I hope we can get to 20 this weekend and go into next week. But if there's 1,000 out there, 600 out there, it'll give me 1,000. Everybody out there talk about it. Get it out there. Try to get this up. Try to get it out. Hopefully, I am doing it right. Hopefully, you like what I'm doing. And hopefully, I'm not wasting my time. I know I'm not, really. Hopefully, I'm making good points you can carry back and use to your own benefits. That's what I'm here for, to help you, to help all of us. We're going to need all the help we can get to fight this fight, to get done what we need to get done. I raise my feet so they don't swell. We need to get it all done, and we need to get it out there. Whether we can talk or not, whether we can sing or not, no matter what little talent we have, let's use it. Everybody, use what talent you have. Some people love to talk, some people don't. Some people like to type. I don't. Some people like to call and talk to people like legislators. Get on there and call them every day. Let them know what your thoughts are for that day. Whatever's up for that day. Let them know whether you like it or not. We got to push them one way or another which way to decide. If we don't say something, they're going to do whatever they want to do. And 9 times out of 10, it'll be wrong because they're following Satan, following Satan's lead. We've got to do it. Got 270 subs. I need 30 more. What am I saying? 20. I need 30 more. But that's doable. I believe in you guys. It's doable. Yes, I need 30. Oh boy. Hmm. Well, maybe I'm not up to it. Maybe I'm just getting too old. I keep forgetting my numbers and stuff. Well, back when I was that age, yeah, mhm, yeah, yeah. Life was like a box of chocolates. Would y'all help me out? Please help. I'm here for you. Everything I do, I'm thinking about you. I want to get this done. Thinking about my grandkids, what they have to go through, seeing what they have to go through, listening to the heartbreaking stuff they come up with on what they're trying to teach them in these schools. It is really sad. It gets you down, and y'all with kids and grandkids, you know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You come home, can't decide what they are for the day, let alone they had to break up with their boyfriend or what have you. It it's worse than when we were growing up because we didn't worry about much at all, except what we were going to do after school and how quick we were going to do it after we got our chores and homework done. A lot worse. We go through a lot more than we did. All the stuff that they give them to think about, and mull over it, want them to decide whether they want to be this or that, or can you imagine living your life when they keep on you every day? Well, what gender are you? What pronoun do you go by today? How do you feel? How do you feel about yourself? You're frustrating and mind numbing to us. Mind numbing. All the stuff that our kids have to think about. And then they wonder why there's so many teenage suicides. Mainly because pressure and the peer pressure and the home pressure and the government pressure and everything is right on top of them. You can see it when you talk to them. not only do they have to put up with the bullying and the other stuff that goes along with that, they have to decide which of the 70 odd whatever genders they are, they are. Mind blowing. Mind blowing. Think about it. What you would do if you had to put up with that. You had to deal with that on a daily basis. I mean, a daily basis. Because they're always pushing it. I couldn't do it. I mean, it's mind numbing and confusing to me. Can you imagine what's going through their head when they have to come up with something to say to keep them from being bullied or pushed around? Or if they say the wrong thing, the teacher tells them, no, that's wrong. You can be whatever you want to be. Hi, Lynn. Hi, Annie. Glad to have you all with us. Good to see you. I don't know whether I could do it. And I had my share of bullies when I went to school, but I was a little feisty. I would try to show them better if I could, and I always waited till the last minute. I always waited till as long as I could, because if I got into them with them, they got hurt. So I tried not to fight in school. That's right, Lynn. That's exactly right. We know it. We know it. We know it. The hard thing is our kids' minds are so confused. They don't know whether to believe us or believe their teacher. Hopefully they'll believe us, but we have to prove to them that they can believe in us. We have to show them that they can trust us and they can do what we teach them. And a lot of times they see that teacher more than they see you, which is unfortunate. I mean, most of them, both parents are working, or if they're single family, the one parent's working, they're always gone, always working. So who they see the most? The teachers, and it's conflicting. It's conflicting to go back and forth and wonder. Well, you're supposed to trust your teachers, but our teachers now have shown that they can't be trusted, and we have to, in a good way, convince our children not to always trust the teacher, to study it, form their own conclusion, and hopefully they listen to us. That's a hard job. That's a hard job, trying to consider who you trust. And if you're not a good parent, if you're not a good steward, you're not going to show them. And they're going to follow the teacher's advice or whoever's in charge at the time. Am I right or am I wrong? It all comes down to us. Us doing our job in our home, us doing our job with our family, us doing our job watching the government, watching our teachers, watching our schools, getting them out of the schools into their own home school. I'm not going to say private schools because private schools cost a lot of money and they're probably worse because there's a lot of privilege that goes with that money. That's probably worse than all the ways you can go. It's probably the worst. And that's sad. We pay so much for the education and a private education. It would be worse. Think about it. These are the things we're faced with today. These are all the trials and tribulations that we got to go through. Just a part of them. Just a minuscule part of them. I mean, we won't even know. We won't even know a lot of the freedoms we've lost, a lot of the benefits we've lost, and how far in the dark side we are. We will never know. We might get somewhat of a picture, but that's it. How far do these roots go? How deep do they go? We don't know. We don't know. Who's a, we know that Satan's a puppeteer, dangling all this nice stuff in front of our eyes. Oh, let's let the government take care of you. Let's let the government do that. So we'll be beholden to them. So we'll do what they ask. How high or how deep? They got us hook, line, and sinker. We give in to them. And they can do whatever they want, however they want, no matter how bad it gets. We're allowing them the reins to lead us into whatever they want us to do. And if we don't act, we can't complain. If we don't try to do something about it, we have no right to talk about it. That's true. We have to get all the reins, turn this horse around, ride the opposite direction, and holler, Satan is coming, Satan is coming. Not the British anymore, the devil, pure and evil. Yeah, you're right, Eddie. I was just talking about that, I think, yesterday. All these churches sit and bank it at least 5 days of the week. A lot of them use their church on either Sunday and Wednesday or Sunday and Thursday. We need to open these churches up to schooling our children, making a co-op, making a co-op of parents where you can switch back and forth so it don't wear you out, where you have time to look at it. It could be early morning till noon or whatever time is convenient for you. They only require 3-4 hours of schooling per day. We could do it. It wouldn't cost us. It wouldn't cost us a lot. We're nowhere near a private school. And if your state pays the funding where the kids go to school, that would help. But you could make arrangements. The church making a couple dollars is better than making none on an empty day. You need to talk to if you have good pastors, good people in the church, what have you. You trust the church. Start something in your church. Start the co-op. Bring the kids in because it is almost impossible for a parent to teach their kids at home unless they're constantly on them. If they're constantly on them, don't have anything else to do, fine, fine. But if they work, have a job, clean house, whatever, it's impossible to keep your eye on them the whole time. Yes, you have to learn trust. Let me tell you, it's a big headache. I've done it. I've tried it. I believe I did a good job, but the state didn't think I did. But when they were tested, they found out better. Don't know. Don't know. But I still think the best idea is starting something in your own community, in your own area, whether it be in a church, whether it be in a home. It takes more than one person. You need a group of people. A group of people just for support. Support alone means a lot when you're homeschooling your children. But when you're in it by yourself, you can't ask somebody else their opinion or what have you. You have to do it on your own. You have to come up with your own ideas and your own ways. With a group, you get a lot of support and help. But whatever way you go, yes, get your children out of public schools. They are hellholes. And like I said, kids are confused. They don't know which way to go. Plus, they're being bullied for it. And you name it. We have to do something. And if I could do it with my granddaughters now, I would do it. But I'm not allowed because the state thinks they own our children. And they'll prove to you in a heartbeat that they do. They can come in and take your children out of your home with no reason. Maybe, a neighbor called on you. A friend called on you. They come up with anything. It don't matter. And they can yank them right out of there and keep them out of there until you prove them wrong. And proving them wrong is hard. Because there's so many ways they can get you on it. So many ways. And I found that out big time. Big time. I was upset because my granddaughter had a mix, an MX, as a teacher, which is gender neutral. Don't teach my granddaughter that. Well, it got me in trouble. You gotta watch what you say, watch how you do it, and watch every instant. And we all make mistakes. We all say things we wish we hadn't have kept our mouth shut. But I have a hard time keeping my mouth shut when it comes to stuff like that. Hey, Carol, good having you here. You have a good day. We'll catch you next time. Catch you next time. So how many here has children and homeschools their children? How many here on this page now? Yes or no? If you're homeschooling your children now. Nobody? I mean, no people is homeschooling their children. How many people know of other people out there that could benefit from your help homeschooling their children? How many people could you help? Yeah, all of our bills being passed, whether constitutional or unconstitutional, we all need to scrutinize all of them. We all need to let them know how we feel on those bills. in numbers. One or two isn't going to help. We all need to do that every day, every day. Very good, Annie. How'd she do in homeschooling? Did she make out well in it, or how long ago was it? Believe me, our public schools will try everything in their power, and our executives on the school boards will do everything in their power to make sure that they do everything they can against you to keep you from homeschooling your children, to keep up the ability to do it. They will try to take it away from you in a heartbeat. Make sure if you do, especially nowadays, dot your I's and cross your T's on everything. I'm telling you, cover your own butt because they will, in every way, try to stop you from homeschooling your own children. 15 years ago. Uh huh. Very good. I'm glad you did. I'm glad you did it. Like I'm trying to warn everybody now, make sure you do it properly. Not just like something you're doing. You have to make sure you're in it full guns, in it all the way. You can't play with it. You have to do it and do everything exactly right. I'm saying everything exactly right. It is not a game. And they don't play around with it. They don't let you do it just to be doing it. They do it because they have to let you do it. But let me tell you, if they get something about you that they don't like, they can come at you with everything. They could even take your children. So beware, you know of all. Beware that you know everything that's going on with it. Make sure that you can handle it. Once you start, you can't quit. You cannot quit. You cannot quit at all. Be ready, be aware, and be warned. And just not teaching your own children. It's not just about learning. Everything behind it. Why the government wants you to send them to their school. The money that goes into your children that they've been losing. And they don't play fair. So be warned. Be ready. Be ready for headaches, heartache, and turmoil. It's not an easy road. And believe me, they will check on you at least once a week. They will check on you. They will try to make sure that you're doing the job that they think you should. Did I say that right? I hope. They will stay on you big time. So be prepared. You take it on to know exactly what the laws are and everything. But believe me, they will make life miserable. Make life miserable. And that's what everybody needs to know. They need to know. We need people out there on live stream, what have you, teaching people how to do this. Because I didn't know. I don't know everything. I didn't know what. I thought, yeah, just get them to do their schoolwork and everything will be fine. Get them to do the required time, it'll be fine. But there's more involved than just schoolwork, school activities. More involved. So beware. Learn all this stuff. Talk to people that have done it. And even the people that have done it doesn't know everything. Or they haven't been able to complete it, as with me. Haven't been able to complete it. Yeah, I saw that. Saw that, Casey. What a shame. They're losing a big voice there. I didn't get to read all of it or hear all of it, but I got the gist of it. I think Santa come on about the time I was reading that this morning. Of course, I jumped to Santa. But I try to go from all the live streamers, from Aruba to Red Cactus, and if anybody goes on live, Italian Princess when she goes on, Big Rig with Gary, and I was watching a little bit of Ernie this morning, trucker. So they were in his trucks, which is interesting, piggybacking those trucks. That's really sad that they would. Yeah, they settled their case yesterday, so now they're going to get rid of all the conservatives so they can conform to what Dominion and the government wants us to do. They're going to be the latest liberal news talk. The Fox News going down the tubes too. It's mind blowing. How do we get our news if we can't get trusted news and get news that we think is fair and balanced or what have you? We don't know whether it's true or not. How do we get it? How do we get it? Where do we go? I hate to say it, but we can't even believe some of the things that's being streamed. Because you have people on both sides of the aisle telling things. How do we know what news is being documented and what news is being truthful? Riddle me. I don't know. How do we get the honest truth? Any ideas? I just don't know. I skim through the news all day trying to find things that I can talk about. And they're either covering something up or declaring it false when it's true, if we even know if it's true or false. That's the thing. How do we determine, except for by our known people like Don Bongino, uh, I don't know. I don't know. I'm beginning to disbelieve everybody on Fox News. Everybody. You can't believe none of the other stations, anybody. But you had to take it all with a grain of salt. And that's part of the problem. That's part of the problem, everybody. We won't know who to believe. I mean, that's the biggest part. The biggest part. We don't know who to believe. We think we might know who to believe, but you can't be 100%. It's a sign of the time. That's part of the that's part of the protocol that they go by. Stop religion, make people doubt what they know, people not believe what they know. Spread that doubt seed everywhere. Teach our children the way that they will benefit and not us as parents. Everything, hand in hand. And they're hitting all of them. Mortar shells are hitting every time. Boom, 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 knocking it all down. All we can do, by our voice, person to person, and hope we have enough strength to keep going the right way, to do the right things, and stop things that are happening. A lot of it we may not be able to stop. Why? We don't know the truth. We don't know the whole truth. We have to band together, person to person. If you don't know what you can believe and what you can't believe, what do we believe? We believe in God. Believe in God, He'll let us know what's right, what's wrong. Hey Slim, how you doing? Good to have you on. Miss you guys big time. Keep thinking about calling, but I don't talk on the phone that much. I talk more here online on the stream than I do on the phone. And I don't stay online very long usually because I run out of things to say. Tell Charlene I said hello and a hug from me. Two fine patriots. If you don't know Slim and Charlene, you need to meet them. Fantastic people, fantastic patriots. A lot of you guys out there, I haven't met you, but I know for a fact that you're fantastic patriots too, and hope to meet you soon. Hope to meet each and every one of you soon. Hey there, Italian princess. And when I say Italian, I know it's Italy. I know it's Italian. Oh, okay. We'll allow you to do the dishes. It's kind of hard to keep up with me in dishes. I mean, just myself. It's so hard. Well, no, I have my partner in the other room. But we use so many dishes, they pile up. Big time. Not. Not. But I tell you what, we have a fight ahead of us that we cannot fathom. None of us, none of us can fathom what's going to happen. Like I said, they keep us on our heels, not knowing what the truth is. Maybe share some of the links, Annie. I try to find panels like that, more God centered, more for good and evil. But a lot of the panels I keep running across kind of 50-50, kind of 50-50. Yeah, we know the truth. We know the truth. We can usually find the truth in the end. It's a little bit harder. It's a little bit harder. Not like it used to be. It used to be that it had to be 100% verified before it even went to news. And now they can put whatever they want up at any given time because of the 24-hour cycle they put up whatever they want to say and they say, oh, oops, we made a mistake. And half the time they don't even say they made a mistake. They just let it go. So we have to take what we can out of it and leave what we don't believe behind. Chicago is its own. Wow, wow. Chicago is a lifestyle of its own. You hear people love Chicago. You hear people hate Chicago. And the most of the killings in the country by teens, young adults, are in Chicago. If they don't try to clean it up, they don't voice their opinions like they do in school shootings or what have you. And there's sure a lot more happen every weekend than happen anywhere else in Chicago. You can almost count every weekend. Dozens or more killings in Chicago by young people with guns. And most of the guns are guns and illegal because they can't buy them in Chicago, so they're brought in illegally. What law is going to stop that from happening? None that they come across. The only thing they want to do is take the guns out of law abiding citizens' hands. They want to take our weapons because it looks like an assault rifle, because it's made up to look like a war weapon, even though it might have the caliber of a BB. They will call it an assault rifle just by the way it looks. Because these people are idiots. They're morons. They don't know what they're talking about. They don't study up on it. They just woo, 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 woo. They are morons. Until we get criminals who are delivering these illegal guns to our young people, until we start focusing more on that, our numbers aren't going to go down. Not going to go down. Until we give our people mental health help, I mean, real mental health help, we're not going to get anywhere. We just sit back and talk about it, it's not going to stop. We're not going to help in any way. We had to get to as with everything, the roots of the matter. Why is it going on? How is it going on? And we all know how it's going on. Somebody with mental health issues go out, they shoot up everything. Where was the help before they got it? Where people? We should know the ones, if we see them, that are going off the deep end like this by what way they talk. They give signs out before they even do anything. And people say, "Oh, I knew he was going to do something. I knew he was this. I knew he was that." Well, why didn't they do something? Why don't our government do anything about it? Basically, because they want this to happen because it fits their agenda. We got to come up with a way to turn the tide and get help for these people before it's too late, before something happens. It's just pathetic the way we live, the way we operate to get things done. It's pathetic. I'm lost again. Okay, 10. What is 10 TV? I'm looking here. That's why I'm looking to see what y'all talking about. I lose everything when I go back and forth. Are you going to start a stream, Annie? You should start your own stream. Oh, I found. I went to yours. Bonnie's. Okay, I'm done. I'm subscribed. Okay, everybody. I'm gonna wrap it up for today. I may come on tonight for a panel. I doubt it, but I might. Depends on what's going on. Friday nights are usually dead for some reason. I don't know why, but maybe I might come on. Maybe I might come on. But I tell you what, I love each and every one of you. Hope we all can stand together, stay strong, unite, get the word out there, get her done quickly, powerfully. Everybody, talk about it as much as you can whenever you're away. Talk about the situation we're in with your neighbors, with your friends. Get to know your neighbors. Spread the word everywhere, everywhere. In the meantime, God bless America. God bless our troops. God bless you. I love you guys. And I'll see you next time. Bye, y'all.